He must have picked it up from one of those two dead guys. That will be 8-4. That will be the lead guaranteed. But still, SK could even be looking at an 11-4 halftime score in their favor. That would be just insane, unthinkable. But the first game was kind of insane and unthinkable as well. So maybe that's what we should expect in this intense semi-final between SK and Moscow 5. Heck, once again, EWP down the white halls. Bit of a slow one this time for SK. It looks like they've changed direction. They're going to go more with an Ivy push. And Forrest's going to get himself up on top of the box. Nobody in sight as of yet. If that smoke clears, that will give both teams a little bit more vision around that area. This one off to Faces right, but he does a great job to get in there and get the kill. However, Dozier and Fox stringing the frags together. Robin will cover a little bit, but he's quickly dispatched off by Fox as well, and it leaves just Delpan 1 versus 3. And he's got a bit of a job on his hands here. Does manage to get a fantastic one onto Fox. He knows there's one man down at the back of the 5 train, possibly behind the bomb train somewhere. And he's also got Heck with the AWP in the Z hallway, so can't push too far. Actually, Dozier has rotated all the way across now. Stelpan just hops across the train, going to get himself an AK, going to get himself the bomb. Is he going to go offensive and try and wrap up a great bit of clutch play? That's not going to help him. We'll give his position away. Plus, get rid of a bit of health from his point of view was always going to be a hard thing to do. Yep. And sorry, that is not the right score because that was a Moscow 5 round. 8-5 it is as we hit the final 2 rounds of the first half.
Good stuff then, Moscow 5 just putting one on the board to stop the rot, but it is 8 already to SK. They know they're heading into the half as the leaders on a T side, on a CT-sided bias map. So already good job as far as they're concerned. But you know what? You've got to keep concentration at this point. I'm sure Robin will be in there barking the instructions to the rest of the team, no lesser. The get right train, I was going to say, but that would be kind of awkward because it is on train. They're going through them like a hot knife through butter again here. Fox, the only man to put up any resistance, and he's going to be dealt with by Face, and, well, easy, and that'll be 9-5.
He certainly will be 9-5. As I changed the wrong score again. Yeah, really outstanding T-side here on train from SK Gaming. There's very little you can really say about him. Moscow 5, I think they were a little bit shattered by the whole result in that first map, from being 12-3 up at the halftime to having to play in overtime. Not sure exactly how long that map lasted, but it must be an hour and a half, I'd assume, there or thereabouts. Really exhausting to be concentrating so hard for that amount of time and then to go and lose it in the end. That is not the feeling that Moscow 5 needed coming through into train, and you can possibly see a few telltale signs of that creeping through into their game. However, I say that, and then they go and win this deco round, quite possibly. There's only Get Right left alive. The rest of the Moscow 5 guys have now picked up weapons, an AWP, couple of AKs in the midst of it all as well. We have seen Get Right pull off clutch situations before. The problem for him right now is that he doesn't have the bomb, and he is down in the white holes. He is going to push in there, gets himself one. It won't be enough, and SK will feel like they've thrown away that final round of the first half. It is 9-6 to the Swedes.
Means that actually those 3 rounds difference are the key is the pistol rounds, because if you win that one, you should in theory be able to take the next 2 on train, which would equalise us back up at 9-9, and psychologically that just makes it a bit easier for the team that were behind.
The problem is I just don't see Moscow 5 having the you know, the patience and, you know, the, I don't want to say mental capacity, that's really the wrong way to put it. I mean, at this point after playing the other game, not as a whole, because that would be just a completely false statement. You know, I think they're going to be really exhausted, really kind of let down after that first map. 9-6, horrible first half for them. I don't see them doing this against SK. I hope that I'm proved wrong. I hope that we see another overtime or 10, but I don't think that's going to happen here. I think SK, I think they're going to have this one. Anyway, here we go. Push going from Moscow 5 into that inner sight, and already we're seeing Dozier clip down to just 6, make that 0 health. Great start for MSK as M5 are now moving in towards that bomb site. Second kill came in for FaZe as well. Make that 3 for FaZe. There's Robin as well, and it's now all on Fox, who clipping away with that Glock. He's not going to get you too much, and FaZe will get the kill to make it 4 kills in the round for FaZe. 10-6. Of course, FaZe the inside play, plays that close position down on the inner bomb site on the lower ramp. And, well, that's 10-6 for SK, and that just spells doom and gloom for Moscow 5.
It does, and as well as 5 gloomy and doomy Russians, I think Getra will be sitting next to his teammate thinking, hey, wait a minute, don't start going heads, like get 4 kills in a round. That'll fire him up as well. He loves the competition, does Getra. And, oh, they all lined up there, and actually somehow won that battle down the Ivy walkway, and I thought for a second there was going to be a whole hat full of kills because it was like dominoes. As it is, though, they haven't been able to push home that pressure of that first kill, and instead SK are just cleaning up nicely, and the last 4 players of the round. So that was Forest that really, I think, should have done better, really. Maybe just got lucky, Edic, with that first shot, because you can do that with the Deagle in the head, and then you're gone. But if he hadn't, I mean, he had 3 of them all lined up like dominoes ready to fall.
Yeah, and, you know, he's gone down a couple of times for us in these first 2 rounds. Won't give Moscow 5 all that much to work with. Unfortunately for the Russians, they're going to go for a 3rd round eco as well. Just not got the kills, not got the bomb plants that they need to be able to afford this one economically. And there is FaZe on the inside. I'm going to try and get around. Let's watch Delpan because he's moving in there as well. As FaZe will be picked off by Heck, who is one of the 2 remaining players. There comes Fox as well. And they've got themselves a couple of M4s here. There comes a grenade rolling in from Robin, perfectly placed. He sprays erratically up towards that ramp area. Fox has only got 27 health, 3 to take down from SK. Game in, and there's the grenade. He could have almost counted on it, that grenade, when he turned the corner, would come bouncing in. It's 12-6 SK. We will see Moscow 5 with a good buy now, a proper buy from their side. However, SK are just 4 away from the magic number of 16.
Okay, so 4 more rounds for a place in the final, and we would have SK versus Na'Vi. That's never happened before, is it? Much. 2 of the most successful teams of 2011. SK Gaming picked out 4 titles last year of any relevance. Na'Vi, of course, winning the IEM World Championships. We had ESC Gaming picking up 4 big titles as well, and Fnatic picking up 3, and pretty much those 4 have dominated Counter-Strike 1.6 for the last 12 to 18 months, and it doesn't look like there's an end in sight right now. Moscow 5, though, I think, if they do end up going out of this competition, can be really proud of the fact that they've made top 4. It'll be their 2nd consecutive top 4 finish, having finished 3rd in Korea just a month or so ago at WCG 2011. So, decent times for Moscow 5. They haven't yet won that breakout tournament that they need to become a real force, but they do have the players to take them to the next level. SK Gaming, on the other hand, certainly do. Look at that lineup. Robin, Forest, Get Right, FaZe, Delpan. It has become one of those legendary SK lineups already. 30 seconds remaining in this 19th round. 12-6 the score. Moscow 5 with it all to do, but they're going to be up for it. They're going to give this a go. But Romke not able to land any of the bullets he needed to. And with 4 men on that inner bomb site, there was nowhere else they were going to go. 13-6 now. And SK needing just 3 more for victory.
Yeah, I think more of a foregone conclusion than anything. Moscow 5, bad start to the first half. Second half has not gone much better for them. But I really think from the first map, they were a little bit doomed from the way that it went for them. I don't see many teams coming back from such a thing. Here we go with Delpan taking down Edic, gonna flash himself in, gets himself another kill onto Dosia. His second flash will be unloaded. Is he gonna be aggressive here and peek out? Yes, he is, after he hears the Galil sounding off. Actually goes down to Romchka, but he's done his job. 2 for 1. SK now in the lead. However, they've gifted Heck, probably the most talented AWP player over in the Moscow 5 lineup, with that AWP of his own to use. Someone's trolling him from behind the train there. Forest will take his head off, and that's just great movement. Forest was had that position called in, peeked out on the top ramp, will get the kill. Romska down to fairly low HP. That's a brilliant shot, though, from Romska to keep Moscow 5 somehow in this round. Face is going to try and stop that as they try and switch around to Fox, who only got 1 HP. You can't afford to drop off the ladder there, and Fox, I think, realized it halfway down the ladder that he only had 1 HP left. And there is the finisher from Get Right. Good try from Moscow 5. However, this game is only going in one direction now.
I'm sad that you mentioned them. My daughter loves that band.
Who?
One Direction.
I don't even know what they are.
Oh, okay, good. I thought you'd done that on purpose.
No.
We'll avoid talking about them, people, and move swiftly on. If my daughter is listening, good afternoon. Make sure you've done your homework. 14-6 then, SK Gaming leading. Into another round we go, and already the deaths are falling quickly. Dalpan double, and that should be all they wrote. But Dozier says no and picks up the frag on face. We're 2 versus 2 right now. And let's see whether they've broken into the inner bomb site. They have, and Delpan's just behind them. I don't know if he's actually spotted. Did he see him through that 5 try? I'm not sure he did he? Through the 2, he did. And the grenades go over the top. Flash will go underneath. Hasn't spotted anyone. Oh, and Geralt, well, he missed the first shot, got the second one with the USP. Brilliant from Dalpan in the end. After an awkward first shot, didn't quite land. And he thought, you know what?
Don't get much
don't
easier
need
than that.
I'll pick it off with the USP. 15-6. Game, set, and match point. If you're a Swedish fan, or a Danish fan because of the odd boy, they are on that match point. And they have 9 of them, Joe. 9 of them to play with. And surely this is a final between SK and Na'Vi.
It's certainly looking that way as we see the push in from Moscow 5, though, and it's working out for them so far. Opening 2 kills on to Get Right and Robin. The Russians swarm in this outer area, but Delpan, he is still here, and he's still got a lot to say. As he's currently up and over towards the 5 train from the bomb train. Thinks there's one behind electric box. I'm not sure how true that is at this point. Sfor is still alive somehow. Delpan is down 73. Edit will come in. He will keep the hopes alive for the Russians. But hopes, dreams
Springs
more like.
eternal.
I don't. I'd love to see Moscow 5 come back. I'd love to see them string the next rounds together and bring us to an overtime, but realistically speaking, nah. SK have been too good.
They have been, I would say, ruthlessly efficient on Train, which is pretty much their trademark when it comes to Train. I always thought when we saw the map choices that this would be a tall order for Moscow 5 anyway. I think the fact that they've come close to taking the first map, having only taken 1 map of the last 11 meetings between the 2 teams, is one thing as Dozier. Hey, hello Warbang. 2001 called, they'd like their strap book back. Brilliant. Old school wins. Inside in a bomb site now goes Dozier. He's got a bit of a confidence ramp here, but he's just noticed that Delpan take down Hector, and he's decided to go and actually leg it away. Mummy! And cry back to his mum. Get Right is also situated inside right now with Forrest on the outer. Fox is going to just creep up the first ramp here into inner sight. Forrest has got himself the second kill of the round. They're back to 3 versus 3. Anyone's round right now. 40 seconds remaining. Bomb is going inner. Fox is going to provide the cover, whilst Forrest and Get Right will now realise, I think, that that outer sight is not the target. Bomb planted then. Dalpan with the HG right down on the top. Waited for Romke to just pop his head round the corner and took it off his shoulders. Dozier replies back on Get Right. Down to 2 versus 2 now. Forrest going for the fake diffuse and waiting for anyone to show. They didn't go for it though, they did. And Fox picks off one. Forrest replies back. It's 1 versus 1 now for the game. And Forrest in on the bomb site. Bomb is ticking down, 10 seconds to go. Now he's got to go for the diffuse and he's not going to be able to pick it off. Fox saves them again. 2 rounds in a row from the Russians. And they're still, Joe, just about in the game.
Still hanging on there. And while ever they're hanging on, there's still hope, to be honest. However much hope they're going to need, I'm going to keep saying it, don't have that much hope from the Moscow.
There's a song that springs to mind, by the way.
Which one?
Don't Stop Believing.
Don't stop believing.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I thought we weren't going to sing.
Yeah, well, I'm singing for Moscow 5. Come on, Moscow 5, give us an overtime. Here we go then. Heck, actually pushing on the outer area. Did take some damage, but the kills are coming Moscow 5's way once again. This is an eco round, so I'm not going to get too excited. That did get himself one